Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
We're back, another Riverbend Talent.
We are back. Another evening, Thursday evening in the downtown area.
We were able to have our sponsor, Matt Van Morris, on last week. Wasn't that last week?
Yeah, man. Was that last week?
I was losing track.
Yeah, week before. I don't know. It was the week before. Last week we had TJ and WPW. It was the week before that we had Picking Daisies and Matt Tall and Matt V. Matt T and Matt V, as I like to call them.
If you don't take a day off, you have no idea what day it is.
Yeah. So it is Thursday, I know that.
Right, and then we mentioned Matt, our sponsor, other sponsor, Halpin Music Company. Well, that's not Lydia, by the way. That introduces us. I figured it out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's not Lydia.
Who is it?
That's obviously someone from another planet. Well, I can tell. I mean, I talked to Lydia recently, and she doesn't even think that sounds like her.
Well, you know.
And I'm starting to wonder, because she's right most of the time.
So
anyway, she mentioned.
So you think it's an alien?
Well,
a gray or a green?
See, that's the thing, Pigpen. You're not on top of your aliens because they look just like us. Don't you understand that?
That's only when only when they want to.
No. Well, yeah, that's true. You know about shapeshifters. You've actually seen one, and now, folks, this part of the story is actually real, right? You actually seen a shapeshifter, right? You didn't know it was a shapeshifter at the time. I had to explain to you what you seen.
I had no idea what it was I had seen at the time. I saw an apparition in the middle of the desert.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I found out that other people had experienced the same apparition, it seemed pretty odd.
You're out there by Skinwalker Ranch, I think. And
New Mexico.
He's driving down the road. Tell the story. Everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah, it's so weird to think about because it's been so many years ago. It was I was coming back from I was coming through the desert, coming through New Mexico. I had two other guys in the car with me, but they were both passed out, sleeping. We had been up for quite a while. We're on a long journey, a long trip, and all of a sudden,
now we know what you saw.
Here we go. All of a sudden, next to me in this car, I'm driving right outside my driver's window. There is what appears to be a ghostly-looking man running as fast as my car's driving, waving at me and smiling, looking in the window. So he's just like waving and smiling and looking at me as I drive. And if I speed up, he went faster, and if I slowed down, he went slower, and I could rub my eyes and he didn't go away. I could blink my eyes, he didn't. But he seemed so friendly. But it was still creepy as could be. Yeah. So I had no idea, though. I remember telling people about it whenever I got back to town, and then finally, there was a show, one of those psychic phenomenon shows, and all these people on it kept saying the same thing in this one stretch of desert down through New Mexico and Arizona that this apparition could be seen. And I thought, that's weird, because I saw that thing right on that same stretch of highway. It's
I love that story. That's why I made you.
I bury stuff like that in my memory.
Right. Well, that's what I'm here with the shovel. I dig things out of your brain. Not everybody can handle that. So I had to, don safety equipment like people are doing these days just to dig something out of your brain. It's different kind of safety equipment. I really don't want to get into it. It's a little bit embarrassing. But this coronavirus, no joke though, folks. I mean, it's shut down the entire music scene.
Yeah. The bars and restaurants are closed, which means the bands are not playing, which means if your big thrill in life is live music,
right?
It's not good. But and I feel bad for all the small business owners that this is rough, right, for a small business owner. But beyond that, man, the servers, those people live off tips. They live and die off tips. And there's no tips coming in, man. there's so many people gonna really take a lick on this one. But
Yeah. I think about back to the spring of last year.
Yeah.
We had 2 months of nothing going on in Grafton because of the flood.
Yeah.
And they came back.
Yeah.
So I just want to remind folks of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If Grafton can do it, we can do it.
We can do it,
Right.
man. It's just, we just tip heavy when you get back out there,
Yep.
please.
Yeah.
And that's hard because we're all struggling right now, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's got issues. But I believe we'll be back in full swing here again soon, and back to hearing live music and seeing live.
And so I thought what we'd do tonight, we got POWjr72,
Yeah, we got POWjr72.
right? And that's an interview that we had done previously for a show that was coming up at the end of March, right?
Yeah, the Vernal Jam with
Which is
Steve
canceled.
Ewing and the Dead Roses and Powell Jr. and a bunch of people.
There's a list.
It is canceled. However, we're still going to play this interview because
Right.
it's not just about that show. It mentions the show in there. Ignore that part.
Plus, if you've ever been a part of this show and you come down here and you record an interview, some of these bands are nice enough to let us put that on the shelf and wait a couple months before they get to listen to it.
And that's the case here. This thing's been on the shelf
Yeah.
for a month or so.
And I bring that up because as a band, if you've never done it before, you want to listen to it as soon as you're done. I mean,
Yeah.
just like when you record something. So
Right.
these guys have been really patient about that. And
Yeah.
so we're going to go ahead and play their interview. That's coming up. But I thought what else we'd do is we go ahead and open up the phone lines. It's 465-1570, 618 area code. And we'll invite some of those folks that we know are probably listening in because they're not jamming tonight
Yeah.
to call in and vent, man. Let it out. Why not? Like I said, we're going to do that interview, so you might call in during that, and we're not going to get you on until it's over.
Yeah.
But on the phone line now, our sponsor's on the phone line. So
Matt Van Voorhis?
No.
Oh, hey, Matt, how you doing?
our
Oh,
other
no?
sponsor.
Oh, Mark Landon.
Right, and so Halpin's got their doors open. So let's
Good for
talk.
them.
Let's talk to Mark real quick. Joining me on the phone, Mark Landon from Halpin Music, and once again, Mark, thanks a lot for sponsoring our program, Riverbend Talent on the Big Z. All the musicians, very happy that you're doing that for us.
You're quite welcome, Dennis. It's my pleasure.
And so we're all going through this thing, the coronavirus, and so I thought I'd check in with you and see what Halpin Music is doing about this. I guess your doors are still open, right?
Well, we are still open and plan to be. We have been monitoring, all the relevant information about the virus and the public health information. We're taking additional precautions and measures in the store to keep things clean and keep things germ-free. So we're doing that part. We're operating with a reduced staff, just only essential personnel only, and we are. But our hours are still the same as they always are: Monday through Friday, noon to 7, Saturday 10 to 5. So, but that's what we're doing right now.
All right, and you're still doing the one-on-one lessons as well, right?
We are. We have paused our group lessons and our Kids Rock program just because of their nature and being having numerous people inside the social spacing information. So we paused those for now, but we still feel like we can control the one-on-one lessons enough and keep the social spacing relevant to keeping everybody safe.
It's not very difficult to stand 6 feet away from a guitar amp and still hear it, right?
Well, no, that is true. That is very true. Right.
So, yeah, distancing not a big deal as far as the one-on-one lessons go. And as you said, you're taking all the precautions with the hand sanitizer and everything else. I noticed on your Facebook page you had mentioned it might be a good time to get some repairs done to those instruments.
Well, we our band repair shops in both of our locations are open and operating. We are offering special pricing on wind instrument cleanings right now. So now would be a great time to bring in your instrument. I'm thinking particularly of school students that are on a little bit of a hiatus from school band. Bring those instruments in and take advantage of these really this probably once in a lifetime special on cleaning.
Yeah, sounds like a good deal. I mean, I imagine some of those students were planning for something that was coming up that they may have needed to use that instrument for, and we're wishing that,
Exactly.
I wish I could get it in the shop before that show, but now's the perfect time to go ahead and do that, I guess, huh?
Now would be an excellent time to do that.
All right, so
Yes.
you're continuing the one-on-one lessons now. You mentioned something earlier to me when I talked to you today about if this continues, possibly some new technology that you may incorporate.
We're as so many are doing, in this, what shelter in place or whatever terminology you want to use, or just staying home. We are ramping up. We've been working with our IT people and hope to have the ability to do remote lessons in a very short time here, hopefully as early as next week, so that students who are, right in the middle of learning their instrument won't have to, if they're not comfortable in coming in the store, that they can certainly take their lessons, from home. Basically, they can log into an electronic invitation from our store and their teacher, and log into that link and have their lesson via cyberspace, so to speak.
All right. Well, that sounds great, and we wish you success through this tough time, and we appreciate you sticking with it.
It has been very much a challenge.
Yeah.
We're very much a big part of our business is the school music business, and not having school in session right now is it's a hardship for everyone, and it certainly has impacted what we do on a day-to-day basis.
And then double whammy with all the bars and restaurants closed. The other
that too.
Yeah,
that too, and that it's hard to imagine the impact of that. But we understand the need to do it and to try and flatten the curve, to borrow the terminology that's out there right now. So, but we're doing our best to be available if someone should need the products and services that we sell, and rest assured that we're taking all the necessary precautions to keep everyone safe.
All right. Well, we appreciate that, and we appreciate everything you do for the local music scene and for the community, because I understand you're out delivering food tonight.
Well, I'm involved in a ministry that is delivering food to needy folks, to those that don't or aren't able to get their own.
Well, we appreciate that as well, and once again, thanks for your support here with Riverbend Talent and the Big Z.
It's our pleasure, Dennis. Thanks so much for having me on this afternoon.
All right, thanks, Mark Landon from Halpin Music. And appreciate Mark chiming in there, and that's how it's affecting our sponsor right there. And as you can tell, all the musicians at home practicing a lot, hopefully. Because, at the end of this, if everybody's practicing real hard right now,
oh, yeah.
I mean, we got talent already, but can you imagine?
It might be that a whole lot of albums come out of this, because people who've been wanting to stay home and write finally have time. I'm just trying to look at the bright side. Just trying to look at the good, the silver lining, as they call it.
It is what you can do at this point.
I'm an optimist. So
you're an octopus.
I'm an octopus.
I wondered what was going on all
if
these
you
years.
throw me against the wall, I'll slowly, stickily slide down. I don't know.
You might stick to the wall. There's a lot of hand sanitizer on there.
Yeah, I gotta say, the silver lining I was just talking about. Here's a silver lining.
You were talking about a silver lining. I wasn't listening.
Here's a silver lining.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who bought stock in Purell last week or Charmin last week, man, you're doing good. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you called me up earlier this week, and you're like, I looked up bidets, and they're cheaper than toilet paper. And so what I did was I looked them up too, and I thought, okay, $35 to $40 for the bidet, $10 installation. I did $36 this week. So,
you do the math, right? You know what? A bidet with a nice hot water option or warm water. I don't want hot water, but warm water.
Bidet with
option.
an octopus.
With an octopus option.
That's all everybody needs. Put an octopus in your toilet.
I was thinking of going back to how the Flintstones did it, where they just used turtles and stuff.
Yeah.
You think you've got a crappy job. Wah, 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 wah. When they say something like that after they got wiped with.
Well, I don't know if they said crappy. But
okay, well,
there was probably some indication of fecal matter.
Yes, I don't know. I'm just thinking of what would have happened on the Flintstones right now. Anyway.
I figured it'd be the elephant, right, with the big snout that's blowing
there you
water
go.
Around.
The bidet, the elephant bidet.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So that's but it's good to hear that there's still some action going on at Halpin. They're still doing some lessons, and because it's got to be tough for anybody to just say, we're going to close our doors for a while. I mean, most of us aren't sitting on a pile of cash that high. I mean, some people are, but I'm not.
Well, if they are, they're wiping their butt with it.
Dude, it's Sharmageddon, okay?
Right.
Grown men are fighting over toilet paper. This is serious. I don't know if it is or not.
No, Sirius
anyway.
is a star in the sky.
Siri is that thing who talks to me on my computer, isn't it?
Well, before that, it was a star in the sky.
Ah, there you go.
And if you start looking deep into Sirius,
yeah,
things will be unveiled.
Okay. All right. So we got. I'm sitting here thinking I don't even know if I want to know what's being unveiled. I'm going to be honest. I really don't think.
You may not.
We got nothing to talk about in the sense of bands playing because no bands are playing.
Yeah.
On
So
the side
if there's
of the river.
anybody out there who wants to talk, call us 465-1570. We got about 10 minutes, and then we'll go to. We'll go to the POWjr.
Any of the bands that are out there that would normally be playing,
or if you just want to call in, go ahead.
Right?
Why not? 465-1570. Maybe you listen in each week. Apparently, we're funny. That's why I keep hearing. Debbie Simmons said it to me before I came in here, and I'm like, you have to say that. You work here. It's like
you're paid to say
that. You can't tell somebody they're terrible right before they go on air. It's not going to get anywhere.
Hey, you guys got no gigs to talk about. Too bad you're terrible.
Well, the reason I bring that up is I was talking to Matt Van Voorhis earlier this week, and I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. We got that list normally, and we just go to that. And he's like, well, I'd listen to you guys whether you talk about music or not. And I'm like, well, I'll just call you on the phone because I don't know if everybody's going to do
He's
that.
a nice guy, right?
Hey, we got a caller. Let's see who's online.
let's-
Who we got on the phone line?
Hey, it's Philip.
Philip. What's going on, Philip?
It's Philip from POWjr72.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Oh, you're getting in early before we even play your interview. You're like, hey, I ain't waiting. I waited like 2 months for you guys to put this on air.
can I take a guess as to why he's calling? I want to guess as to why he's calling.
Things.
I think
A couple things, but yeah.
I think you're calling because you guys got a new band member and you want to tell us about it.
Well, yeah, we do.
See?
And, tentatively, they're actually rescheduling the Vernal Jam for April 25th.
All right.
And that's at the Bottle and Barrel, and they're going to try to keep the same lineup.
Okay.
Hopefully everybody will be able to do it.
Yeah.
But also, on the 18th of April, tentatively, that show is still scheduled for Fletcher's in Swansea.
Okay.
From 8 to midnight.
All right.
Wow,
So hopefully that'll go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully both of those shows will go through and everything will get back on track. That's
right.
what I'm hoping for.
Definitely.
But yeah, in January we came across a talented young guy on percussion. His name's Seth Masterson, and he's been with us since then, and hardworking individual, and we've put some new videos on YouTube and stuff like that with him in it as well, and it's really rounding out the sound really well. So
All right.
yeah,
Nice.
So I wanted to touch base with that, and thank you guys for playing this.
No problem.
We're having a little listening party here, having a little bit of fun. So
All right.
indeed.
All
Well, you
right.
guys have a great evening, and thanks for having us.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thanks
man.
for calling in. We're going to take another call now. And you're on the line, caller. Go ahead.
Hey, it's Justin Level, guys.
What's
What's
going
going
on,
on?
Justin Level?
Hey, sorry, Pigpen. I got both of those texts from you at the same time. Like, why are you telling me hello? I just got the number.
Hello.
I warned him. I said, start earlier.
Yeah, well,
You know.
Justin was going to stop in tonight to chat with us, but
Can't
we
do
didn't.
that.
We didn't really want to do that because we're
Well, we
keeping
can't.
social distancing. As
Well,
it's,
Yeah, very, very weird time for all of us, I think.
We received a note for no guests in the studio. We've
Yeah, no
got to do it
guests
all
in the
by
studio.
phone or Skype. So,
Gotcha.
But-
I thought you guys just didn't like me anymore, so.
well, you did smell kind of funny last time, but I wasn't going to go there. I
I
mean,
figured.
I thought you smelled great.
what we do know is that you're right in the middle of all this, and that's why we were hoping to talk to you a little bit about how it's affecting things out there on your end of things.
Sure, well, I can tell you, I mean, the immediate thing that I've seen is obviously working at Old Bakery. As everybody knows at this point, there's no in-restaurant service or bar service anymore. It's all curbside and delivery, which is still great that we have the opportunity to do that. So I will say, if you're out there and you're wanting to support, anybody that needs it right now, I tell you, the restaurant service industry, they're really, really going to be struggling for the next few months. And while we've got the opportunity to still give those businesses some of our money, I really think that's what we should be concentrating on right now, because it's so uncertain for not only for Old Bakery, but for every small business that's in town right now.
Right. We don't have the bankroll that some of those other people got, right? And
Exactly right. And that's why I say that, so before you order from Domino's or Papa John's, just know those companies, they have money. They can take care of their people. They know it's the right thing to do. But some of these companies in town don't. So, so there's a lot of livelihood that's on, that's at stake right now, and it's very, very scary.
It is, and we want all those places back when this is all over with, because we spent a lot of time building up this little music scene that we got going here. So why let a little virus knock it down? Right?
right, exactly. And as far as Lighthouse goes, we're still going to be open. Business as usual for the most part. The big changes that we're going to try to maintain is just keeping people more spread out through the studio. And if you're coming in, if you want to do a session, we'd still love to have you, but just don't bring any extra people with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's your session and you're just doing vocals, just bring yourself. Let's just, for the next few weeks at least, be cautious of what we're doing and make sure that we're not, adding to the problem.
Man, that's a tough one for people to do. You want to bring your buds along when you're in the studio.
Oh, well, sure, because the studio is, it's more of a... to some people, it's more of an experience than just going in there to record. And, not having that right now is going to suck, but we'll still be able to get some work done. And on top of that, if anyone out there has any live tracks they want mixed or anything they've been working on, send it over to us. We've obviously got some time to knock all that out.
How's that Happy Trails video coming?
I just finished the mixes today.
Oh,
Nice.
Breaking news.
Yep, just finished the mixes today.
Because people are wanting to see some video right now bad.
Yeah. I know. So my plan was to come down there and give it to you guys tonight, but obviously that wasn't going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it means I've got to send them one at a time because they're obviously big files,
Right.
We'll do that. Well, I'll get them to you guys as soon as possible so we can get those out and people can start to enjoy them.
Nice. That's going to be awesome.
Here's something that you may or may not have crossed your mind yet about this thing, is that right now you might be on a lull at Lighthouse. But I just we're just talking and had this idea that a lot of musicians are stuck home, so I bet a lot of people are writing new albums right now. I bet you get a lot of business.
If there's any silver lining, that's definitely one of them, to see the kind of music that people are going to create while they have time at home.
Yeah.
They don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
music is
exciting.
one of those things you can't you can't go make a movie, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you could write a book. You can write a song. Those things you can do at home by yourself. So yeah, it's gonna. Hopefully there will be a spawn of creativity out of it, if nothing else.
And you can practice. That's
Yes.
always
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Yes.
I'm expecting to see some real killer songs come out of this whole thing.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we should do a compilation, the Corona
Yeah.
Compilation or something.
That would be
the
that would
quarantine
be a
track.
great,
Yeah,
a great thing. Speaking of compilations, given I get permission from all the bands from Happy Trails, I'm thinking about taking all the original tunes throughout that whole show and compiling them and releasing them online pretty soon. So
That'd be cool.
keep an eye out for that as well.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and then we'll work on the quarantine tapes.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, cool, man. Hopefully things fare well for you and yours. I know all the small businesses. You're involved in quite a few of them up and down the road. So hopefully, this community will come out unscathed.
Right.
And that
I'm really hoping so. And you guys be safe, and everybody that's listening out there, take what precautions you need. And while we have the time, I can't stress it enough. Not just my businesses, but any of them in town.
Right.
If you can help out a little bit, that they really, really need it right now.
So Old Bakery's doing curbside, right, I guess?
That's right. We're doing our full menu, so all of our weekly specials are still on rotation. You'll just call us when you place your order, and then whenever you get there, whether you park in the main lot or on George Street, just give us a buzz, and we'll run it out to you. Nice. I ran some food yesterday. We're able to do it, take all the payments over the phone for the most part, so there's really no contact that you have to worry about. And the cool thing that they're letting Old Bakery do is we can deliver and do the curbside service for beer as well. So if you just want to get a 4-pack or a case of beer, a growler, or even some kegs, we can offer that to you too. So
what if I just keep
going through this whole thing? We got you covered.
What if I just keep going around the block and getting a cold one every 5 minutes? No, that's not what it's for.
Hey, that's what you want to do. That helps us.
So have you guys thought about maybe installing bidets for people during this?
Well, you know what? After this whole thing is over, if we have any toilet paper left, we'll see what we have to do. Maybe we'll have to.
Hey, just trying to help out with some good ideas.
Yeah, you really,
sure.
You really want to upset someone? Go TP their house right now.
Oh man,
that would upset me because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a hoarder or anything, so I don't keep all this stuff on hand. So when I'm going out to stores now and I just need a couple things, the shelves are bare.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm glad you guys bought 4 gallons of milk apiece to have 2 of them go bad in your fridge, so the rest of us can't get any.
Well, you got cottage cheese, right?
right.
And I bet if somebody TPs your house, someone's going to clean it up pretty fast these days.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Hey, they TP'd the house down the road. Let's go get some.
All right.
Strange time.
It is, and you hang in there because we need you when all this ends. So.
Yep.
Thanks, fellas, and you do the same. If there's anything that Lighthouse or Old Bakery can do, for anybody out there,
we're kind of hungry.
We can.
We're kind of hungry. I mean, how far can we take this picnic?
Right? Can you deliver it all the way up here?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, as far as I know, we're delivering everywhere in Alton and Godfrey,
and it's free, right?
Excellent.
There's a delivery charge. I'm not 100%.
See, he's trying to make a little extra.
Like that.
I know what Justin's up to.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man. And just remember, it's the times that we're living in, man. You're gonna have to fart to cover up your cough instead of coughing to cover up your fart.
Right. So. Just being out, I want to tell people, like, hey, if I'm coughing, it's just the smoke. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the smoke.
But
it's just the times we're living in.
Coughing out in public now. People are like, whoa, buddy, a few meters back, please.
I get a scratchy throat after every hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
It's not a symptom.
All right, fellas. Well, you guys do well, and like I said, if there's anything you guys need, let me know, and really hope to get through this thing together and come out on the other side even bigger and better than we were before.
All right.
Absolutely.
Hey, we can do it. No problem.
All right, buddy.
All right, fellas. Well, you guys have a good night.
Right on. See you, bud.
There we go. Justin Level checking in. So just a little taste of what some of the restaurants are dealing with, and the studio, and Halpin Music.
Yeah. So there you go. And we'll, the future of our show is even uncertain because we talk about gigs for the most part, or have bands on who are talking about their gigs or this or that. I mean, we do a lot more than that. We introduce you that we hopefully that we let you get to know these people on a little bit more intimate level of just more than just their playing, but. we're going to try and keep doing some of this and talking to local businesses and seeing how they're affected. And hopefully we'll all, like I say, come through it unscathed and no businesses close down over this, because that would be horrible.
Our plan is to continue to bring you shows each week, even if we got to do them from our homes. We figured out a way to kind of do that, and much like Halpin Music was talking about, they're going to figure out a way to just adjust their technology down there, and the folks that don't want to come in for a lesson will just
online lessons, baby. It works.
It does. I get all my information from YouTube.
Yeah,
I learned how to play a couple good ones last night.
Right. So we got POWjr72. We recorded this probably a month and a half, 2 months ago. I don't even know. It's been a while now. I remember it was a lot of fun, though. I remember we laughed a lot with these guys and had a good time. So.
And they updated us, so we don't have to do that part.
Yeah. They have a new drummer now. The Vernal jam has been changed to April, so all that information is going to be up on Facebook as the things roll out. So why don't we go ahead and play that POWjr72?
We should, because they're sitting by at their little listening party.
You got it, man. Hey,
they're
guys.
Like, do it. Now.
Hi, guys. Hello. How you doing? Oh, geez. I wish I was there with you. Oh, geez. I bet I'm here,
Yeah.
So I hope you're all wearing masks and gloves. Oh, geez. All right. Let's just play it before I get any weirder.
Oh, yeah. I agree. All right. POWjr72 on Riverbend Talent.
And now more.
Riverbend Talent.
With Dennis Laird and Pigpen on 94.3 FM, The Big Z.
I'm Dennis.
Hello. I'm Pigpen.
Yeah. That's for the folks listening on the radio going, which guy's which?
Yeah, just so you know the voices. I'm Pigpen. That's Dennis. Say hi, Dennis.
I did already.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, big thanks to Halpin Music and Macias Insurance agent Matt Van Voorhis for being our sponsors here. They're the reason we get to come back and promote all the local music and art every week. So big thanks to those guys.
Yeah, stop in and thank them.
We have in the studio with us brand new guest to the show, POWjr72. We got Philip Oxford Womble.
Absolutely, Junior.
Yeah. Philip Oxford Womble Jr. Presenting Phillips Oxford Womble Jr.
To be fair.
Master Phillips. Masturbator. No, I don't Then we've got, he's the guitar and lead vocalist. We got Mike Aubuchon, lead guitar and backing vocals. And we got River Womble, which sounds made up, but okay. I'm gonna give it to you. On bass and vocals. Welcome to the show, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. And we got. Did I not mention Katie?
Groupie Katie.
We got Groupie Katie. Sorry, I suddenly caught her in my peripheral. We have another person in the studio. If you hear some laughing, it is Groupie Katie. Katie the Groupie. I don't know.
Katie Benton.
Hello, Katie. So anyway, we've got the POWjr72, and you guys are going to be playing. We've got you playing Backroom Bottle and Barrel March 28th. That's coming up real soon. So we're going to introduce the Riverbend area to you. Although you've been playing some open mic nights around here already, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So you might have already met some of the locals from this area, because you guys. Well, I should say you hail from Belleville.
Yes, we hail from Belleville. We did play an open mic at Bottle and Barrel last August or July, and then we did play the Old Bakery beer company.
With the Dead Roses.
In December with the Dead Roses for the
Rockin' for
Rock
Springs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, that was a great turnout. We had a lot of fun with that.
And that helps out the Grandpa Gang who puts up the lights in Rock Springs Park.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's some wonderful girls there, Dead Roses there.
That's actually how we found out about you guys, because we were on the air talking with them, and we mentioned the name POWjr72. Some jackleg Phillips Oxford Womble. Philip, you called in, and immediately then I wanted to have you on the show because I liked you. I don't know why. You said something that made me laugh. I couldn't tell you what it is.
Could have been something about a porn site.
I don't know what was said. I really want to. I don't really live in the past.
Roll the tape. Roll the tape. We got to get it back.
I would really prefer you not. I don't remember what I said or what I was doing. I've got some medical conditions. Have I mentioned that before? I don't know if I've mentioned that. Anyway, so you've been together in Belleville for almost 10 years playing
coming
music.
up on 10.
Yeah.
So that's we're happy to have you on the show and get to meet you and find out about your music today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. Now, Philip, the POWjr72. That's Philip Oxford Womble. That's the POW.
Yeah.
And Junior, and 72 is your IQ. No,
Yeah, that's it. Stops at
That's
the
how many
IQ.
people were
Yeah.
in the band. We just, this is all I could make it.
Yeah, right.
no, that's your year of birth. So that you kind of got the band named after you. That gives you some pulling power, really.
Yeah, well, that was once an issue, and I was like, look, yeah, totally. But I was like, hey, it's just a name, it's kind of like Blink 182, whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dictator or anything like that. We do pretty much everything on a voting scheme.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, we all bring songs that we want to learn to the thing.
We get 45 minutes. Give everybody a piece of paper, make out a list, and whatever songs get the most votes, that's what we play. Yeah. So
I'm betting since it's POWjr72, when they vote, both of those two vote no, and he's like, it's my band, I'm voting.
No, it's majority rules.
Yeah.
We're fair about that.
Yeah.
We're definitely fair about that.
I always like it when a four-piece band says majority rules. Like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
right. But anyway.
The drummer says he doesn't want to play unless we play these songs.
Right.
Katie's the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
10 years up in Belleville making music, and now Philip, you started off in a punk rock type act, right?
Oh, yeah, like, in my late teens, glamour and glitz, and I was just a punk running the streets in Belleville, and I don't know, people liked us a lot. We opened up for like Brown Kazoo and stuff like that back in the day, and it was kind of like a passion. I love music, and they decided they wanted to go to college, and I got ousted really when I seen the ad.
How'd you find out about that?
I seen the ad looking for a new singer up at the music store. So I was like, screw you guys. I'm getting my own guitar. So I did, and then I taught myself to play, and here we are.
I'm going to guess you're not the only musician to be in a music store, record store, and go, oh, look, guitarist wanted, drummer wanted, whatever. You're like, that's my band. You're replacing me, man.
Yeah, I was kind of sad.
Some chocolate pie.
Yeah. I was a little bitter.
He's like, next time I'm naming the band after me.
It's like, that band name's stuck anyway.
That's right.
What's really going to be awesome is he doesn't know it. I can see the future. A few years down the road, this happens again. He's like, POWjr72, looking for guitars and vocalists.
Wait a minute.
How did I get
But
I'll be like,
River said, kid.
Explain this, kid.
Whoopsie.
I'm sure that has
Dad.
happened to more people than
Sorry,
you.
Dad.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It's probably a pretty common
Yeah.
thing,
I bet it happens in the personal ads every week. That's my wife writing this. I can tell. If you like pina colada. And I do. I really don't. But anyway. So you kind of moved on from some of the punkish attitude. Is that kind of?
Not really. It's still there.
Well, there's elements, I guess.
No, I'm just saying in your personal life, you're still a punk.
Oh, well, kind of, yeah.
You seem more like a rude boy.
I guess I never grew out of that.
No.
I mean, I love my punk.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
But musically speaking, you've mellowed out a little.
Yeah,
There's
a
a lot
bit.
of us did.
Yeah.
A lot of the probably 90% of the bands that we have in here, the people started in punk.
Yeah.
3 chords and the truth, man.
Yeah.
As loud and heavy as it can go and fast
that
as you
is
can
true.
play it.
I mean, we still.
My first band was a punk band.
There's no
right.
doubt. My first 5 bands were punk. So,
We play some Ramones and some old Joan Jett and
of
some
course Green Day.
and-
Stuff from the 90s.
You know,
A
yeah,
lot of stuff from the 90s.
Yeah, but yeah, we do play a little bit of punk in there still. You know.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Well,
But you know,
can't play or not
it's-
play Green
and
Day.
when you put it on an acoustic guitar, it makes it more into a soft punk, I guess. But
I didn't know there was such a thing.
It's like, let's strum these things as opposed to, really rake them chords. Let's make it sound good.
Then we have, other stuff that we've been working on, like, recently, just, like, to grab the crowd, it's kind of like, what's this crowd like, well, they love Wagon Wheel.
Great.
Well, yeah.
So
crowd loves that stuff.
They love it.
It's a great song.
yeah.
Bob Dylan started it.
Yes,
Old Crow
absolutely.
Medicine finished it greatly, and then that Hootie messed it up for everybody.
I love
the
me some,
blowfish run.
I love me some Darius.
Yeah.
I loved him once, and I had to get a shot after that. No, I don't know. That's all fake news. But ever since you said the easy listening punk, all I can really hear in my head is, you're tuned in to 94.3 Easy Listening Punk, and now some acoustic Green Day. And I don't know. Right. And now I want to be an anarchist on acoustic. No. That's all I can hear in my head.
Right.
I did a real slow version of "Kill the Poor" by Dead Kennedys.
Nice.
That's a nice acoustic translation.
There's a lot of songs when I hear it, when you hear them fast, you know, you go. A great first time I heard what's that, Guns N' Roses, Mr. Brownstone.
I love Brownstone.
That really needs to be slowed down, like we've been dancing.
Is the band.
Otherwise, it's a white rock you're dancing with. You're moving that fast. It's different than a Brownstone. It's a white rock. Anyway, I don't know all my drugs, but I'm just saying. I know a lot. No, anyway.
Not all, but a lot.
So yeah, that's cool. So you guys been out hitting the open mic nights, getting some gigs, playing over at the Foo Bar, playing around the St. Louis area, playing a little on this side of the river.
Yeah, a little bit of that. We did a lot of the Metro East Prides.
Yep, 7 years of it.
Yeah, from 2011 to 18, and we did the first 3 Prides and St. Charles Pride and we're trying to book this one for Wasau on June 13th.
Wasau, Wisconsin.
Wasau, Wisconsin. So
there you go, June 13th up in Wisconsin. It won't be bad weather up there. Right now, I would not want to go to Wisconsin.
No.
Well, when he said what date it was, I'm like, it's the middle of summer. It's Wisconsin. It'll probably be nice weather.
You know, they make bongs out of cheese up there. I don't know if it's true, but I just heard it.
Find out.
You can eat it afterwards.
That's how Swiss cheese was invented. The holes, they were like, hey.
I just thought it was a group of horny guys. Like, I got an idea. Hold on.
Here, hold my cheese.
Hold my cheese.
I don't even know if I mentioned at the beginning when I introduced Philip and Mike and River. Did I mention that River was your son, our daughter, River is your child? Son. I'm sorry. I'm following the story very loosely here. I've only listened to half of what's been said. I got a thing in my head going, I'm a tumor. I hope not, but I keep hearing that song.
So I guess River, growing up around this your whole life, a pretty natural thing to get involved in.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've always loved music. I mean, I remember when I was like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years old, I kept trying to ask my dad for a guitar, and he finally went out and got me one of those little like first act acoustic guitars. And
almost stays in tune for you.
Not anymore though. That's for sure. It's so old now. Yeah. I remember the first song I ever learned how to play on guitar was the theme song for King of the Hill. At like 5 years old.
That's a good one, man.
Oh yeah.
I think the Batman theme song came out in one of the guitar magazines when I was pretty young. And I was like, ooh wow, dun 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 dun.
Right.
So, did you play music in school then?
I want to say probably from 5th grade all the way through high school, I played the flute in my school's band. And then, oh goodness, I think from 6th grade all the way through high school, I was in chorus. So I kind of ventured a little bit.
You had mentioned something in the pre-interview about being state champion. What was that all about?
Oh, yeah. From 6th grade through 8th grade, you get to go to state competition and be held at like local schools and stuff like that. And I won first prize in the solo vocal competition. I want to say my 6th grade year, with Candle on the Water from the Disney movie Pete's Dragon.
Oh,
and
huge Disney fan.
Huge Disney fan. I love Disney.
Yeah.
But
Walt Disney did horrible things to me.
He's doing it to everybody every day now.
Can't wash off that kind of dirty.
Yeah, Disney Plus has my heart right now.
He almost quit the band. He's like, I won't have enough time.
I'm like, sorry guys, Disney Plus. I mean, I only get it free for a year, so I got to take full advantage of this.
I gotta take advantage of this year. You guys,
you know how many Disney movies are out there? My lord, it's just crazy.
Right. So then
I just like looking for the hidden stuff in the bag. Oh, look, there's a very phallic-looking thing in the bag right now.
Oh my goodness.
His stance on the Jewish people, whatever, I don't know, different than mine, but it's okay. Whatever. Not.
Right.
I know why we're talking about Walt Disney. I believe when they unfreeze him, he's gonna be like, "Did we get rid of all the Jews? Nope. Put me back to sleep." I don't know if that's really gonna happen. I hope not. But
Oh god.
Oh wow.
If he can say anything after they unthaw, I'll be amazed.
Right. I hope I'm around to see the unthawing. This is really interesting.
That would be
you ever
very
watch the old like Mickey Mouse Club? It's like he really liked like those young girls that were the Mouseketeers or whatever. I mean, I did too, but yeah, he really liked. I don't know. I'm accusing him of things.
Yes,
I
let's
don't
ruin
know.
his legacy.
So
No, we're
now-
not going to bring up the 33 Club. No. Never mind. No, what I really want to know is how do you get Disney for free for a year?
If you actually shout out to Verizon Wireless. If you have their unlimited plan, if you have Verizon Wireless unlimited plan, you can actually get Disney Plus free for a year.
Nice.
Not who you
Dang it!
know.
Now we got a new sponsor for the show.
That's Verizon Wireless. We've given you a shout out now. Scratch our
I hope
back.
they have us at the amphitheater. Oh, and it's no longer that anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Liberty Bank serving all.
Hey, what? I want the ostrich in here now.
Wait, if that's the case, I want Gecko.
So you guys talked about how you got a friend who does some recording for you and possibilities of maybe doing a little original recording. Maybe I noticed you got merch on already.
Oh yeah. Oh well. My friend Jeremy Hayden, he's up in Wisconsin. He does a lot for us with the merch and got me in the studio last fall. And I've got like a 2-song EP with an additional cover on it. Your favorite wagon wheel. But you know, it doesn't sound too bad. No, I'll drop that off. And we'd like to eventually get into the studio and do our own stuff. Complete originals, but
I think we need to get Mikey's original on there too.
Oh, that one's not going to go on the thing.
Mike in his own right is a wonderful songwriter
amazing
and singer as well. He's got some really good classic songs. I think they're just phenomenal. And
I tend to lean more towards like the comedy.
Yeah,
he's kind of like our personal Adam Sandler.
Irony,
That's what he is to us. He's our personal Adam Sandler.
I like songs that can be written that are well put together but also clever. So it's like, ooh. Like I'm not a big country fan, but when I heard Brad Paisley and some of the stuff he was doing, I was like, that dude's clever. He knows how to fucking arrange a song and he knows how to word it just right to where it makes you want to think. So and I like stuff like that.
I'm a Tim Wilson fan when it comes to country myself. I don't know if
I
you
like
ever
Eddie Rabbit.
Get into Eddie Rabbit.
I like
I'm going with Tennessee Ernie Ford.
I like Yosemite Sam. What are you talking about again?
That's Warner Brothers.
Oh, jeez, that's right. That's not even Disney. What am I doing here? Next, I'll be talking Hanna-Barbera. Things are going to get out of
George of the Jungle.
Zoinker, Scoops!
Masters of the Universe. Hanna-Barbera.
So, but maybe a future album coming out. You've been working on your little original material along with playing your covers while you're getting out and about there. If people wanted to check out what you got going on, though, they can just check out some videos on YouTube, right?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel under POWjr72 and also a Facebook page.
That's also got some videos on there.
Yeah, we include live videos on there. Sometimes we'll go live from the house during a Sunday fun day practice.
Those are some gems in there.
Those are interesting.
There are some gems in there.
Hide the children on that one. There's some raunchy jokes in there.
Oh, very raunchy.
We rub your browser after you go this way.
Totally. 'Cause we mix up a batch of Bloody Marys or Fruity Frou-Frous or whatever it is.
Yeah, by 3 o'clock, we're like, what's going on?
Yeah, we're like, I don't even know my own name anymore.
What's tomorrow? Monday?
Sunday Fun Day. Yeah, those are a blast.
Excellent. And so you got a big show coming up here March 28th right here in downtown Alton at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel, and that's with Steve Ewing and the Dead Roses. Steve Ewing of The Urge.
Yes,
The guy who was, when he was signed, was like, yeah, so what? You gotta love that attitude.
Well, my buddy John Gould, he actually used to do sound for The Urge and toured Europe with 311, No Doubt, and The Urge. And he said that's probably one of the best times of his whole entire life.
Yeah. Sure, I bet it would be. Touring Europe with almost any band.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But he said,
Perry Como. I wouldn't care. I mean,
I'm going.
I'm touring Europe. Just take me to Amsterdam and leave me alone, man.
Right. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, I've known Steve for a long time. Been to the restaurant a million times.
Oh, Steve's hot dogs.
This is
new sponsor.
Funny segue. as a kid, my nickname growing up was Hot Dog. And so,
some things never change.
I know, right? Right. So anyway,
it's still known that way in some circles.
Because full circle, because of my love for hot dogs, So
of course,
I know, right? So I love to go over to Steve's.
Is this where I have to do the air quotes every time you say it?
Right. Would you please? I think I'm digging a hole pretty deep.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know how to have this one. But anyway, really looking forward to playing with Steve and the Dead Roses again.
Steve throws a great show. I've seen him a lot of places where it's him and the acoustic guitar player. Yeah. And I'm blown away at how well he covers all those songs with just those two guys. I'm like, man.
Absolutely.
You do a killer job.
I want to say he's going full band this time, too. I thought I'd heard something.
What?
Yeah, absolutely,
It's going to be the whole
Somebody let me
band.
know about this.
Yeah.
But it's not the Urge, it's the Steve Ewing band.
Right.
They're going to have a full band is my understanding of the situation.
Yeah.
I really don't know much, so I can't read.
I mean, either.
Me neither. No, see, I'm blind, so I really can't.
And I got your joke, but I guess it helps the listeners. River is sight impaired. So when he said I can't read either,
I really mean it.
but when he first met me, and he's like, I see you by touching, and I've got a little lag, and he's like, is that Braille that says you're very ugly?
That's my stubble. What the heck?
I did learn to speak Braille, so ... spot space ... dash.
Whoa, did you say that on the air?
You get that?
Yeah. Actually, I never learned Braille, so.
Oh, it's good because I just insulted you back.
Oh, that's okay.
I can't believe you said that on the air.
There's a few right now. There's a few blind people making FCC complaints. I'm sorry for the dot.
They're calling up their friends saying, "Drive me to the station."
I don't even think I was doing Braille. I was doing Morse code.
So Navy pilots are really mad now.
Oh, the snowflake!
I just started a fight between the blind and Navy and the Navy pilots that won't end for decades.
That's why we're here, bringing people together.
I insulted them all.
72.
Welcome to our show. We got Navy pilots to the right. We got the blind people to the left.
So, have you been impaired? Your sight been impaired your whole life?
No. I was actually in the 5th grade, and I lost sight in my left eye back then because I was hit in the head with a basketball.
Oh my gosh, a basketball.
Yep. It detached my retina, so I went through 4 surgeries on that eye. And up until about 5 years ago, my retina in my right eye decided it was going to detach. So I went through 2 more surgeries. They were able to fix it by putting an oil bubble in the right eye. Well, then about 3 years ago, I was in a car accident with my fiance and some friends.
And the buckle.
Oh, yeah, and the buckle. But when we were in that car accident, I smacked my head on the dash.
Oh, man.
And it split the bubble into 2. And one went to the front of the eye, the other went to the back. And when it tried to reform, it started squishing my eye.
It emulsified. The oil and the eye liquid emulsified.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So it turned into like a jelly.
A very destructive jelly.
So they're like, oh, great, your retina's detaching. We need to do an emergency surgery and get all that out there.
No, that was the last retina surgery on this eye. This one, they just needed to get the oil bubble out because it was making my pressure too high.
That's right.
So then they got that done, and I was like, okay, cool. So not even a week after that surgery, I ended up going to the emergency room Sunday night. And actually, it was during one of our band practices because Miss Katie here was sitting with me that whole time because I was crying because it hurt so bad. Went to the hospital, and this is ironic too because just before this happened, I made the joke, maybe I should start smoking weed to prevent glaucoma. Oh. And I got diagnosed with glaucoma and cataracts that same day.
And you got your weed card. So.
So
I'm all about an ounce of prevention.
Right.
So is that a 5 finger?
Multiple ounces of prevention. An ounce a week, whatever it takes, man.
Right.
Back in the day, you get that 4 finger.
Right. What are you talking about? Are we talking porn again? What do you think?
Not yet.
But this conversation's bouncing a lot of different directions.
That's right. That'd be 4.
So
wait,
there's no
4 fingers, 2 knuckles. What are we talking about? No, I don't know.
Just go for it.
So you could see when you started playing music.
Yeah.
But now, how has it affected your music playing?
A little bit, but I've been working more on muscle memory. I'm still trying to work on it. It's still not the greatest, but it helps that I have a lime green bass that glows in black light.
There you go. And he's got the strings to match too. So
yeah, it does.
Got the black light on it. It's just like I have to stand on the other side of Felix. I'm like, Jesus. There's
they were able to fix.
over there.
Yeah, they were able to fix the glaucoma, but the cataracts just keep coming back because they're persistent. But I'm going through another surgery here very soon, so hopefully I will be able to not have to have any more surgeries.
Right.
Hopefully. We'll be wishing you the best.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to see from my wedding. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't want to have to be like, okay, I need a cane to walk down the aisle and then just hear the click.
If you want, I'll stand next to you and describe everything. It's stunning. It's beautiful. The flowers are gorgeous.
I didn't have any flowers.
We're the wrong wedding. Stuff that aren't even there to make you think that they spent a lot more money.
Well,
we're just gonna be standing in a hallway.
See, see now it
sounds like it's empty.
And now if you were there saying all that, I'd be concerned because I know I spent the money on it.
Who took my money and ran?
Yeah, my fiance gave me the budget and said, here, you do what you need to do.
I would be good at this. I actually used to volunteer where I would go on the radio, and sometimes blind people have special radios, and like people read to them. I would describe pornographic pictures to the blind people, and I'd be like, "Oh, so she's split open." No, I did not do that. I wanted to, and they wouldn't let me. I offered my services. They denied them.
So we'll pay you to stay at home with that.
So, anyway, I'm sorry. We should be talking about something other than whatever I was talking about. I don't even know what it was. So anyway, so you guys are going to be playing Backroom of the Bottle and Barrel. That's what we were talking about. I remember all of a sudden. March 28th, Steve Ewing, The Dead Roses. People can hit you up on Facebook at POWjr72. POWjr72. They can check out your Facebook page or your YouTube page and see what you guys are about in case they want to get a glimpse before they come down. And if you don't want to get a glimpse, just show up March 28th. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a
great show.
Yeah.
Indeed. The Roses are in Kansas City tonight, so I mean they're on the move.
Yeah, they are. They're doing great.
Yeah,
they're really busy.
Man.
And they're just a great show. Period. Wonderful girls and
wonderful
Steve's
girls.
always a good show too.
And they've been good to us, kind to us. And,
absolutely.
Always super sweet.
Yeah, very
super sweet.
That's Sarah. Oh, she's mean.
Is she?
mean.
Sarah Schumaki.
She
love her. Mean.
She's great.
She's always thumping me in the ear. Hey, punk,
I work at a combat boot factory, and I got her a pair of combat boots for Christmas.
Factory.
And,
the Belleville.
That is punk rock as it gets.
The Belleville shoe.
That's what I gave up on punk music. Is I love the punk live.
When I see combat boots, I don't think military. I think punk rock. I'll be honest. No, I don't.
Right.
So,
I mean, that's why I wear mine most of the time.
Yeah, so-
Tonight I'm wearing my Converse.
Yeah, she messaged me the other day. She's like, I'm wearing your boots. I was like, it's a great day for them. I actually made these here. These bad boys. They're
You see that on the video.
Was mowing grass.
That's hilarious.
They were black.
Now they're camo, right?
All right, we should wrap this here interview up. We want to thank POWjr. We've got Philip Oxford Womble on guitar and vocals, where the POWjr comes from. Mike Arbachon, lead guitar, and Mike Arbachon, is that
Arbachon.
Arbachon. I threw an R in there. I don't know.
It's actually, I've heard way worse problems.
I'm a quarter pirate on my mother's side.
So you love the sea, do you?
I do. All right. So, and we have River Womble, bass and vocals, and you guys together make POW72. We look forward to seeing you right down the road at the back room of the Bottle and Barrel, March 28th. Thanks so much for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
You're listening to Riverbend Talent, brought to you by the Halpin Music Company and by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. Make sure you thank him.